Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. We're from Group C and we will present about Liu Xiaoyu and Chung Ho Malaysia Sudan Berhad case. I introduce myself first. My name is Nurul Aina Humaira binti Muhammad Nasuha. Case introduction. This case involved Liu Xiaoyu as the claimant and Chung Ho Malaysia Sudan Berhad as the employer, now as over 115 of 2025, it was brought before the Industrial Court of Malaysia on allegation of unfair dismissal. Case timeline. The case was referred to the court 8 December 2020 and lasted over 4 years with five mentioned dates. The hearing started on 40 January 2020 and on 40 August 2024, showing the complexity of the case. Key issue, legitimacy and justification of the dismissal, procedure, procedural fairness, including the domestic inquiry opportunity for the claimant to defend, remedies look for reinstatement or financial compensation. Relevant law, Industrial Relations Act 1967, Section 20, Subsection 3, employer must prove just cause for termination. 2. Employment Act 1955 set minimum standard for termination and grievance procedures. Key takeaway and important, this case highlight the importance of procedural fairness. Employer must document disciplinary action properly, conduct inquiries and give employee access. The decision will serve as an important precedent in Malaysian labour law. I will pass to Balkis Batrisha.
Thank you, Aina Humaira. My name is Balkis Batrisha. Now I will present issues of the case. Issue number 1, existence of an employment. Claimant had a letter stating he was CEO of Chung Ho Malaysia Sdn Berhad. Company's agreement, he was employed by Chung Ho Nesco Limited, Korea, and only seconded to Malaysia. Court decision, no valid contract, no wrong dismissal claim. Issues number 2, legitimacy of the 26 March 2019. Claimant claim letter conferred CEO role with 30,000 salary. Company's agreement letter was unofficial, used only for work permit. Court decision, no aerial contract, no employment relationship. Last issue, mutual termination agreements. Company argument, claimant agreed to leave due to financial losses. Claimant claim, denied knowledge of termination agreement. Court decision, evidence show voluntary exits, case dismissal. Now I will pass to Jannah.
Thank you, Balkis Batrisha. My name is Putri Nurul Jannah binti Abdul Hakim, and I will present the Act of Law related with the cases. There's two main laws govern dismissals in Malaysia. The first one is Industrial Relations Act 1967 and the Employment Act 1955. These laws outline both employer responsibilities and employee rights, ensuring dismissal are carried out fairly and justifiably. The Industrial Relations Act 1967, or IRA, provides protection against unfair dismissals. Under Section 20, employees who believe they were dismissed unfairly can file a complaint within 60 days. If unresolved, the case may go to the Industrial Court, where the employer must prove the dismissal was justified. Employees must follow procedural fairness, meaning they must provide warnings, conduct proper investigations, and allow employees to respond. If they fail to do so, the dismissal may be considered unfair, leading to legal consequences. Next, the Employment Act 1955 sets out basic employee rights. Section 40 states that an employer must conduct an inquiry before dismissing an employee for misconduct. Section 12 ensures a notice period or compensation unless serious misconduct justifies immediate termination. Next, the consequences of unfair dismissal. If a court finds a dismissal unfair, there are several consequences for the employer. These include reinstating the employee, providing compensation, or facing a breach of contract claim. Employees may also suffer reputational damage, affecting their ability to attract and retain employees. Next. In conclusion, employees must justify dismissal and follow proper procedures under IRA 1967 and Employment Act 1955. Failure to comply can lead to legal and financial penalties, emphasizing the need for fair treatment in the workplace. Next, I will pass to Norizati.
Thank you, Jana. Now I will present about the pros and cons of the issue of Lee Song Yeol and Chung Ho Malaysia's Sendirian Berhad. First, existence of an employment. The pros is clarifies employer and employee relationship. This case highlights the importance of clear employment status, especially for employees within multinational companies. It established a precedent for future conflicts, emphasizing that employment must be supported by verifiable contract, salary payments, and legal benefits. Second, protects companies from fraudulent claims. The decision offers protection to companies against Isongyal claims from individuals who might seek compensation despite not having an officially recognized role within the organization. The third pros is judicial guidance for a similar case. Courts now have a more robust framework to determine the existence of an employee relationship by evaluating salary payments, contractual agreement, and organizational structure. Legal clarity is provided by both employers and employees. For the cons of the issue, first, potential for employee exploitation. This case exposed a loophole where companies may hire individuals without formal agreements, avoiding statutory obligations such as employee provident fund, social security organization, and income tax contribution while benefiting from their services. Second, unclear boundaries in secondment arrangement. Isongya temporarily assigned from parent companies to subsidiaries often face their employment rights, leading to confusion as to which entity is legally responsible for their employment. The third one is difficulty in proving employment in legal disputes. Without official employment records or formal salary payments, Lee Song Yeol may struggle to demonstrate their employment status in wrong dismissal cases, potentially leaving them without legal remedies. So for the next issue, uh, legitimacy of uh, legitimacy of the 26 March 2019. The pros is are strengthens the importance of proper documentation. The decision reinforced the idea that employment documents to be legit and not merely created for administrative or immigration purpose. This promotes the importance of integrity in their hiring process. Second, protect companies from misuse of documents. If documents are issued only for regulatory complaints and not for actual employment, companies could face legal action. Third, encourage transparency in employment practices. The case highlights that for an employment contract to hold weight, it just clearly specifies mutual consent, job scope, and salary profit provisions. For the cons of second issue is raise concern about ethical business practices. Uh, if Chung Ho Malaysia can claim that signed documents lack legal binding, It may lead to uncertainty for Lee Song-yeol, who depend on such agreement for job security and legal protection. Second possible loophole for employers to deny obligation. Employers might issue letters for visa applications and later deny their legitimacy to avoid legal obligation, placing employers' job security. Third, challenge in disputing employment status. Lee Song-yeol, who signs such letters may believe that they are officially employed, only to find later that the company doesn't acknowledge their contract, leading to legal issues. The last issue is mutual termination agreement. First prize is provides a clear resolution for both parties. A mutual termination agreement offers a structured way to end employment. Ensure both the employer and employee agree to part ways under fair and lawful condition. This helps to prevent unnecessary conflicts. Second, protects employees from unexpected dismissal. When properly implemented, a mutual termination agreement can provide protect for employees by guaranteeing that they receive the agreed upon compensation, benefits, or severance pay depending on terms. The third one is legally recognized way to end employment. This agreement helps both parties in avoiding costly legal disputes by ensuring that the end of employment and mutually agreed terms make it easier to resolve disputes. For the cons for the issue, for the third issue, first, risk of coercive termination agreements. Lee Song-yeol might feel compelled to agree to termination arrangement, but later finds new evidence supporting their claim of unfair dismissal. Second, ambiguity in future employment rights. If Lee Song-yeol agrees to mutual termination but later discovers new evidence supporting a claim of wrongful dismissal, he could lose this change to challenge the agreement in court. The last one is companies might use mutual termination to avoid legal responsibilities. Some companies might strategically propose mutual termination agreement to avoid obligations such as severance pay, compensation for wrongful dismissal, or the right to be reinstated. Thank you. Now I will pass to Atika.
Thank you, Nur Izzati, for the explanation about the pros and cons. My name is Nura Atika binti Idrus. I will present the solution for the issue. The first solution for the first issue is establishing the existence of an employment relationship. First, clear and well-defined settlement agreements. The Constitution and Singapore Malaysia Berhad. An employment relationship with the absence of documentation, including formal employment contract, job description, and salary payments. The settlement agreement should clarify whether the position is permanent, contract-based, or part-time, and Chungho, Malaysia Berhad is not responsible for salary payment or employment rights. Second, payroll consistency to establish employment relationship. A typical employment contract includes monthly basic wages and incentive payment. Payroll records should clearly show the Chungho Malaysia Berhad paying at least Song-yeol, ensuring direct salary payment from the company. Third, the employment contract should only be issued by authorized personnel. Employment contract should be issued by senior management or authorized HR personnel, ensuring legal authority to recruit employees, managing incentive system, and advising on employee relation procedure. Second solution for the second issue is ensuring the legitimacy of employment contract. Element for a valid contract is offer, acceptance, intention to create legal relation, consideration, certainty, and legal capacity. First, clear references employment contract. Lee Song-yeol and Johor Malaysia Berhad must accept the offer, understand terms, sign the contract, and ensure legitimacy. The contract acts as a legal safeguard, protecting Johor from dispute and Lee Song-yeol from wages. Clear references minimize conflict and foster transparency. Second, use standard employment contract. Johor Malaysia Berhad should use standard contract template with employment condition and legal stipulation. and have a legal specialist verify compliance with Malaysian labour law. Third solution for the third issue is preventing dispute over mutual termination agreements. A mutual termination agreement is a legally binding contract between an employer and employee outlining fundamental principles of termination. It includes the right to terminate, reasonable notice period, grounds for termination, and potential compensation for losses suffered. The duration of this period depends on the contract form. The procedure for contract termination involve first, review the contract. Second, identify grounds for termination. Third, issue a formal termination notice. Fourth, settle outstanding obligation. And fifth, maintain records. These two safeguard legal legal standing. Consultation with a legal specialist is essential for legal advice so that it can prevent dispute over mutual termination agreements. Lastly, we can conclude that the case highlights the importance of clear employment contracts, proper documentation, and transparent termination agreement for avoiding dispute and fostering a fair and structured work environment for Lee Song Yul and Chung Ho, Malaysia Sdn Bhd. That's all from us for the presentation about Lee Song Yul and Chung Ho, Malaysia Sdn Bhd case. Thank you.